Good morning to everyone. Today we will discuss about least cost method. Previously I told you that why we study transportation problem. We need to minimize the total cost of transportation, the goods supplied from origins to destinations, to minimize the total cost. There are three methods. We have learned about northwest corner method in my previous video lecture. Today I would like to explain least cost method. Least cost method, it is very easy to understand. So let us start. There are three sources, 1, 2, 3, and there are three warehouses A, B, C. This is our given transportation problem. The cost of transporting one item from sources to destinations is also given. The blue color digits are represented as costs of one item. Supply values are for source 1, supply value is 150. For source 2, the supply value is 175. For source 3, the supply value is 275. Coming to the destination or warehouse capital A requirement is 200 units, warehouse B requirement is 100 units, and warehouse C requirement is 300 units. Let's check whether it is a balanced transportation problem or not. What is balanced transportation problem? The total demand will be exactly equal to the total supply. Here the demand values are 200, 100, 300. So the total demand is equal to 600. Coming to supply, the supply units are 150, 175, 275. So the total supply units are also 600. So the total supply is exactly equal to total demand. So it's a balanced transportation problem. This is a balanced transportation problem. Let us see how to solve this problem by using least cost method. With the least cost method, the basic logic is to allocate to the cells with the lowest costs. The initial allocation is made to the cell in the table having the lowest cost. So in our example, see the cost values 6, 8, 10, 7, 11, 11, 4, 5, 12. So in this example, the minimum cost is 4, that is source 3, destination A, 3A. So as much as possible allocated to this cell. The choice is either 200 units or 275 units. Even though 275 units could be supplied to cell 3A, the most we can allocate is 200 units, since only 200 units are demanded. See the demand and supply values for this cell. The supply value is, so let us see the demand and supply values. The supply units are 275 and demand units for this cell is 200 units. So 275, 200, which is minimum, 200 is minimum. So we can allocate 200 units to this cell. So notice that all the remaining cells in column A, these two cells have been eliminated because all the demand at A fulfilled. 200 units, it's already fulfilled. So coming to the supply, out of 275, we have allocated 200 units. The leftover units are 75 units. Okay. Now we have to eliminate these two cells. See the remaining cells 8, 10, 11, 11, 5, 12. These are the costs of the transportation. So in this, out of these, 5 is the least cost. Now we have to choose this cell and allocate as much as possible to this cell. See the demand and supply values. The demand is 100 units and supply is 75. So 75 is minimum. So we have to allocate 75 units to this cell. See here, after allocating 75 units to this cell, the supply saturated. Out of 100 units requirement, we have allocated 75 units to the warehouse B. The rest of the units are 20. So in this, the supply value are already saturated. So we have to eliminate this cell. Now see the remaining unallocated cells 8, 10, 11, 11, out of which 8 is the minimum cost. Now see the supply and demand values. Supply is 150 and the demand is 25 units. 150, 25, the least minimum units are 25. So we have to allocate 25 units to this cell. After allocating this, the requirement is fulfilled. Capital B, requirement is fulfilled. So out of 150 units, we have allocated 25 units here. The supply leftover units are 125. Now we have to eliminate this cell. Why? Because the demand of B already fulfilled. Now coming to this, these two are unallocated cells, out of which what is the least cost? 10 is the least cost. See the supply and demand values 125, 300. So 125 is the minimum. So we can allocate 125 units to this cell. After allocating 125 units, the supply for origin 1 is saturated. Out of 300 units requirement, we have supplied 125 units. The rest of the units are 175. See, there is only one allocated cell, that is this one. See the supply and demand values 175, 175. So this is a balanced transportation problem. Both the demand and supply are equal in the final allocation cell, that is 175. So at this stage, the both demand and supply of origin and destination gets saturated. Now the total cost can be computed. The total cost can be computed by multiplying the units assigned to each cell with the concerned transportation cost. Therefore, the transportation cost is 4 into 200 plus 8 into 25 plus 5 into 75 plus 10 into 125 plus 11 into 175. That is equal to 4,550. This is our total transportation cost using least cost method. Thank you.